this next set of examples, we have some reciprocal functions, cosecant, secant, and cotangent, that we're finding the inverses of. And there's no composite functions here or anything. It's just a single step. So what we want to do is we want to approach this using the reciprocal properties. So we know that the reciprocal of cosecant is sine. And so this question is asking us, let's just write this down. This question is asking us what angle, the answer to this is going to be some angle, where the cosecant of that angle is -2. That's what we're trying to figure out. So what we're going to use is our reciprocal properties. If the cosecant of that angle is -2, that means that 1 over the sine of that angle is -2. All right, so if we just take the reciprocal of both sides of this, that tells us the sine of that angle is -half. So really we can change this question into the inverse sine of -half equals our answer. That's going to be the same answer. So that's our strategy here. All right, we're going to change the reciprocal. We're going to change the cosecant to its reciprocal function, but then we also need to change whatever this cosecant is to the reciprocal of that for the sine. All right, so what angle has a sine of -half? And this angle, again, remember, needs to be in the interval from -π/2 to π/2, meaning the first or fourth quadrant of your unit circle. So if we come over here, we're looking for a sine of -half. I think we did this one in another example. We're not going to say 330 because we want to be between -π/2 and π/2. So we can say -30, or we could say -π/6, and that's going to be our answer. -30 degrees or -π/6, whichever you prefer. Alrighty, why don't you give H a try using a similar strategy. Pause the video and then unpause it when you're ready. Alright, so we're looking for some angle that has a secant of -1. And the reciprocal of -1 is -1, so that would mean the cosine of that angle also has to be -1. So another way we can think about this is we're trying to find the inverse cosine of -1. What angle has a cosine of -1? And between between 0 and pi, and so that answer is pi, or 180. Alrighty. Next example. Why don't you pause the video, give it a try, unpause it when you're done. So we're trying to find an angle that has a cotangent of √3/3, which would mean that the tangent of that angle would be the reciprocal, 3/√3. And then if we rationalize this, we end up with 3√3/3, which reduces to √3. All right, so we can rewrite this as we're trying to find the inverse tangent of √3. That's going to be our angle. Okay, that's what we're trying to find. So hopefully you recognize this. You might not have this one memorized, but hopefully you recognize this is either going to be this guy or this guy. So let's go ahead and write the tangents out for this one. So the tangent of π/3 is y/x. So that's √3/2 times, oh, I think I got it, times 2/1. So that's √3. So the tangent of this one down here is the √3/3 one if you work it out. Okay, so we got our angle, which is π/3. So that is our answer. Alrighty, so these are pretty straightforward, just a matter of using your unit circle to work through the problems. And also your reciprocal functions.